Good morning everybody, and welcome back to another episode. You can see the sun is just rising. I believe we're on day 4 of this playthrough. I need to get a lot of resources. I really want to get on with building this base, the idea that I have for the base. And although we're slowly building up nails and planks, cordage has been a bit of an issue, but we do have a little bit of that going now, so kind of getting there. But I'm afraid I'm going to have to... I don't want to bore you with running around collecting wood. I need to chop a load of wood, convert it to planks. I need to get as much fibre as I can. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend the next couple of days in game, which I will record, but I'm going to just put together a montage of, interesting stuff. Try and make it a bit of fun for you. And as I'm getting wood, I'll convert it into planks. As I'm getting fibre, I will convert it into cordage. And then hopefully halfway through this episode, I'll be able to actually go up and make a start on building the base. So it's difficult to know what to include and what not to include. So many people are making videos that you see them running around gathering resources, and that may be of interest to you. But it can get boring after a while, especially in the early days of the game where there's nothing really happening. And that's my fire going out, which is fine. I don't need it. So with that said, I'm going to go and grab as much as I can, and I will see you back either at the end of today or at the end of tomorrow, and hopefully by then we will have plenty of resources. Well, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed that little edit feast, just to show what I've been doing over the last 2 game days. Had a very successful fishing night last night. Didn't use many lures, but we got an awful lot of fish. I'm just cooking that up, and as you can see, that was 2 largemouth bass, a salmon, and I got a few small fish as well, which I converted into fish oil and made medicinal tonics. In the process, the previous night, I also made an extra health pack. Fibre. Fibre is definitely an issue. I think I mentioned before, in every game I've played, there always seems to be one resource that is in short supply. It can be scrap, it can be nails, it can be anything, any of the resources, and in this game it appears to be fibre. So as I'm running around, I'm going to be paying particular attention to trying to pick up fibres, trying not to miss them. They're very easy to miss. They blend in extremely well in the surroundings. I have replaced the fire. I put a new fire down last night because the old one was about to expire. You can see I have made up 111 planks. We still have a little bit of wood, but cordage is definitely a weak point. So yeah. Anyhow, today is the day. We have loads of protein. It's a nice day. We did have a storm overnight last night, but I think it's time we went and laid some, well, I was going to say foundations, but actually I'm not going to be using, I'll need 1 foundation to start with. Oops. Don't want to throw those away. I don't want to take all of the planks, just in case some kind of disaster happens. And likewise, I think I'm going to do the same with the cordage and the nails, because whilst I will be very careful getting to where we need to go, you know, if something happens, game crashes when I'm being chased by a bear or something silly like that, I don't want to lose everything that we've spent the last, I think what is now 6 game days building up. So I'll take what I need. We're going to need 1 foundation. We're going to need 1 ceiling. And we're going to need 1 set of wooden stairs initially. I think that one. We will also need a storage chest up there, so that I don't have to keep you know, bringing stuff back here. And I have now got 4 shotgun shells and the ability to make a couple more. So I think it's probably be a good idea now to make a shotgun. Again, the only cloth I have is from rabbits, and having a shotgun means I will at least be able to defend myself against, you know, a wolf attack. So I think that's quite an important addition, which inevitably means we're going to need to take the shotgun shells, and I will make 1 more so that we've got a full complement. Haven't been finding very many, and as you can see in the whole game so far, I've only found 1 cottonseed, and that's going to become increasingly important on a 48 days per year playthrough. Yeah, that's actually, you can leave that there. Winter is going to come upon us very, very fast. So we're going to need more cotton than 1 seed. Anyhow, we're going to let this fire burn out. I'm keeping all the ash because we will need that when we get our grow bed going. There we go. But last but not least, I think we will just repair this. So 2 sticks, 2 cordage, it's easy. Don't really want that giving up on me when I need it most. Okay, so that's taken down our cordage supply a little bit, so we're going to take a little bit more with us. Oops. Let's try that again. There we go. Yeah, that doesn't leave us many planks either, so let's just do that. Okay, and I think we're ready to step out into the big wide world, and let's get started on putting down some main base. Like I said, if I see fibre, I am going to grab it because it is in such short supply. I mean, it's possible that each game is different. You know, each day in the game is different. As I say, last night I was doing some fishing in a storm, in the heavy rain overnight. Oh, go away, bear. Just wait for him, see if he moves off. Oh, he's coming closer. Okay, we'll give that one a miss then. Yeah, fishing in a rainstorm in the middle of the night, and we had a very, very good result. So I don't know whether maybe the game re-randomizes things on a daily basis. ColdGames is a clever chap, so it is entirely possible that you would code something like that. Like I say, I don't have to be quite so worried about wolves now, but as you saw in the whole game so far, we've only found 4 shotgun shells, and I had to make one, so okay, he took off, didn't he? Yeah, I want to try and be a bit conservative with them. I don't know if I included it in the little montage, but I did try to shoot a deer that I found wandering around over probably the same deer. But my aim with a bow and arrow was awful, and I had a few goes. I recovered most of the arrows. I think I only lost 1 arrow. But yeah, that's definitely something I need to practice. I'm just watching for fibres as we go. All of these field areas can be quite good for fibre. But as you can see, yeah, fibre is scarce. Yeah, again, no shotgun shells. Thought I saw a medicinal plant here somewhere, but apparently not. Okay, and with that we're on the snow line. Okay, that game has just decided I'm not going to have that one. I wasn't going to get it anyway, but and here is where I plan on building my base. Now that might sound a bit strange, because why build it in a really difficult to get to place when I could build it in an easy to get to place? But hopefully you will see why in a minute. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put a foundation down. Want it level with the top. but I want it back a little bit. I think somewhere around about there. Next thing I'm going to do is put the chest down. It gives us another drop-off point. And then I just need to check the position of this. Yeah, I think that's actually a little bit high. I want it quite that high, so let's just move this. You can leave the chest there for now. Just going to expose a little bit more of that ground. Let's try that. That looks a bit better. So the idea is I don't want a lip here. I want to be able to run directly onto that. Just stick this out of the way for a minute. I'm going to put it up high so that we can put a fire underneath it. Yeah, so I can run directly onto that without any issues. Good, okay, now let's just move this hovering crate. I think that's probably the right place. Oh, we can always move it afterwards. Okay, so what's the plan here? Well, when hunters attack your base, they try to attack the BCU. That's about right, yeah, can walk under it. And by having the BCU on ground level, obviously they take the shortest point to try to get to your BCU, and they'll attack anything that gets in their way. So what I want to do is I want to suspend the BCU high above the ground in a position where they either cannot attack or find it difficult to attack. Now, I don't know if this is going to work. I did have a test playthrough just to see whether I could actually build a suspended base, which I did manage to do, but I never got as far as placing the BCU. So we never got as far as testing to see whether the hunters could actually attack, and if they did, what damage would they do. So why here? Well, I don't think the hunters are going to come up the back here, because the BCU closest point is down there, so they're going to go underneath. I think it would be incredibly good pathing if they could find a way up and round the back to get to this bit, which would be my access point. And likewise, I'm pretty sure they're not going to run up that rock over there and thus get a direct shot into the base. So they're going to try and attack it from below, and I'm hoping it's going to be high enough that they cannot do that. Let's just eat some of this before it goes off. It's already started to go off. So will it work? I don't know. That's what we're going to find out, and that's what's going to be the fun part of this game. To see whether or not we can confuse them enough that they essentially just stand around, maybe firing the odd pot shot at me, but other than that, not knowing what to do. So that's what I wanted to try and achieve with this game. I think the same direction. Now, building this is a little bit of a problem. If you suffer from vertigo, please look away now, because whilst we get this laid out, yeah, as you can see, it's a little bit interesting. Now I have to make sure this doesn't snap to the foundation, so that might be a problem. No, I think we're good there. So we're going to drop a wall down there. I think we need to drop another wall down in order to be able to build off it. I hear the wind getting up, storm coming in. Not what we need. So yeah, I have to be able to build this very carefully downwards from where I currently am, and that takes a little bit of manoeuvring, a little bit of doing, but it is possible. Now I need to put another stair down and a step to stand on. So what's the best way of doing that? Well, we're kind of out of nails. So what I'll do is I will drop all this, and we're going to be coming back, well, everything will be coming back at some point, so we can leave that all there and make some room. We'll have a drink. Yeah, drink, that's the other thing. You're going to say, well, that's the closest water, and that's a long way to run for water all the time, but that's not actually true, because where that bear is, where I was about to go, we can just stand on the snow line there and we can refill our water canteen from snow. So we have a close, good access for water. Hopefully the base dangling between those two rocks will be either unattackable or difficult to attack. I'm not going to say it's going to be impossible. I don't know what the AI coding currently works like, how good it is, but I'm hoping it'll make it difficult. I think that was our deer again. Oh, it's a moose. Okay, so let's go back, avoid all these if we can, pick up the rest of our goodies. Yes, bear. I saw you. I might as well grab these on the way, we're going to need them. Yeah, so you can see now why I put the fishing lodge, shack, whatever you want to call it, where I put it. It's kind of handy, sort of run down the river. Okay, we'll take the rest of these with us. So we have got somewhere we can store it all now, so I'll take the biofuel. Well, I won't make any more just yet. We can leave all that down here. We have got a fire starter. And yeah, I think we'll come back for all of this. Just take what we need to build to start with. No, what we'll do is one more. We'll get a fire ready because we are at a high elevation up there, and if it gets cold we're going to need a quick way of warming up. We'll take a very slight route, different route back, just to try and trigger as many spawns as we can, primarily for fibre. Nice, another shotgun shell. sure we're not followed. Now we're good. Okay, so we just need to put this somewhere where it's not going to go out. Again, all our fish spoiled, but I actually expected that. That's not really a surprise. Okay, let's offload some of this stuff. We'll put the stuff we're currently using to build with up the top, I think. I'll leave the chickens alive for now because we don't actually need them. Get that cooking. Okay, so if I remember correctly, we said we needed another wall. Not sure if we can extend a wall off a wall. We'll find out. And then we are going to need a ceiling. Actually, I'll cancel that for now. I think it's probably going to be one of these. Not sure yet. We'll find out in a second. So, here we go on the vertigo trip again. As I say, I'm not sure if you can snap a wall to a wall. It looks like you cannot. Okay. So what we're probably going to have to do, I think, is to make a ceiling. Okay, so hopefully we can snap this in a temporary position around about there. We can then hopefully snap that into place there. We now need to move this out of the way. Temporarily. Yeah, this is a tricky bit. Can't actually look down far enough to put it where I need it. I think that's probably about right, actually. Try it there anyway. And then this piece, can I reach that? It's going to be our floor now. I can't actually see much now because it's pitch black. So I'm just going to push that down. Try and hook that on the bottom there. Without falling off. No, that's the wrong one. There we go. Yeah, I think these stairs need to move out one notch further. it doesn't want to snap there. That's okay. We'll put it there for now. Okay. Now, I think we can get away with just a quarter on the bottom of those stairs. I think last time I did try putting a half in, but a half blocks your head as you're going down. So you can go down the first one, but then you're blocked to go down the second one. So I think a quarter should be okay. Brings us down here and brings us out to this. Okay, so now that's going to be our base ceiling, and this will be our base floor. One of those, actually two of those, and a square ceiling. Still getting the effects of the fire here, so just about getting away with it, but I am taking cold damage. Ah, finally stopped raining. Be careful I don't fall off the edge here. Okay, let's, yeah, we are banging our head on that. I might have to try and move that. I think ultimately I'll probably try and put ladder hatches in here. I think the ladder hatch would work a lot better, but obviously early game you don't have access to that. So for now we'll have to just use the stairs. And we're going to need more wood as well, aren't we? We do have a couple of convenient trees. We'll call that our emergency wood supply. Nice. So you see how quickly the resources dwindle. They didn't last long, did they? But never mind. We've got some done. I'm just waiting for daylight because it's very difficult to build in the dark. So what I want to do is, I had to put this roof piece down, ceiling piece down, to be able to get these stairs attached. They do poke out a little bit, unfortunately, but as I say, eventually I think we can move them over one more notch, and that will help stop us banging our head on here. But eventually I hope to replace them with a ladder hatch. So we're going to do the same the other side to make a sort of egg-shaped base. So 2 of those. And then I'm going to start putting the walls on, or windowed walls on. Now this design is obviously, it's a very small base. It doesn't leave us much room for equipment. So I'd kind of like to use windows because we don't know where the hunters are going to be hiding, and I want to be able to see them. But I think for the back two I might use non-windowed, or at least this corner one. We'll have to see how that works out. And if necessary, we can always extend the base sort of outwards to the ends. You know, if we need more room, that's not a problem. Yeah, so we're going to be out of nails now. Can make one more ceiling piece, which I will do, and then we can bring the fire down and the crate down, which will then allow us to dismantle that foundation block. Now, I can't put that on this end because there's nothing to attach it to, so we'll put it there for now. Okay, so let's bring that fire down. Yeah, it's a bit vertigo inducing, I'm afraid. It is, however, a very nice view. So I'm going to tidy this up a little bit, and I'm going to farm some more resources. Try and get back up our stack of planks and things so we can get the base finished. But for now, I think we'll call that an episode. I've revealed my idea. Let me know what you think of it. Do you think it's going to work? Do you think it's just a foolish idea? Let me know in the comments. I'd be interested to hear what you think. But for now, thank you very much for watching. Please like the video or dislike the video if you don't like it, and leave a comment what you didn't like. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.